Hi guys, Ashley here. So today I'm going to show you how I got this super cute braid. It is perfect for natural hair texture because it blends well. You could use any braid in here, but I prefer to use the Marley Hair, but you could definitely try out other brands with this technique. So right now I'm just making sure that my hair is super moisturized. It is already deep conditioned and ready for the week because I am keeping this out for a week. And I'm using the Loc Method, which is liquid, oil, and cream. I'll have everything in the description box that I use for you. I'm just going to make sure it is super moisturized and ready for my braid. So now I'm going to section off my hair. This first section is to make sure that it is really natural basically. So you see how I have like a gradient look? This will definitely help us with that. So that's why I'm leaving this section out. My second section is to cover up the crochet braid once we got all the crochet in our hair. So this is very important as well because you want to make sure you cover up all those knots. I'm just showing you basically how big the section is. It doesn't really have to be that big depending on how thick your hair is, but this is how small I did my section. So I'm just going to keep that separated by doing a quick flat twist. So now the most important section, I'm going to be doing it a bit smaller because this section is what's going to be keeping all of our crochet braids once we put them in. So this section is very important. This is where we're going to be keeping all the crochet and we want to make sure it is undetectable, so I did the section very small. So I'm going to go ahead and twist it up until I'm ready to come back to this section. This last section, it is also going to help to hide the crochet once we put them in. So I'm just going to get it out the way, doing a large flat twist again. So back to my middle section, I'm going to do a braid. I'm going to do a taunt braid, not too tight because it is a protective style. We want to make sure we're protecting our hair. So if your hair is really tight, it's not really being protected because you're pulling your strand. You don't want to do that. So I'm just doing a regular braid all the way down. It's really small because I want to make sure it's super flat underneath the braid that we're going to actually do. And I'm going to just go ahead and do a 2-strand twist on the bottom because I'm going to take the 2-strand twist out once I'm ready for the actual hairstyle. So the hair I'm using, it is Marley Hair and it is from Man, Harlem 125. This is the hair. And I'm going to use my crochet needle, but I'm taking it a bit further away from the beginning of my braid because I want to have like a smooth transition. Attach the crochet hair on the Marley hair onto the needle and even the hair out and then just give it a knot. Super simple guys, so easy to do. Push your crochet needle in, attach your hair, close the latch, pull it through, make sure the hair is even, and tie the knots. So I was like, I don't know why nobody told me about this style before, but I'm so excited. You could just go ahead and play around with a bunch of different styles with this, but this is just the beginning, okay? So like I said, you're just going to push the needle through the hair, attach it onto the latch, and go ahead and tie that knot. I'm going to go ahead and continue doing this all the way down. I'm going to make sure I still show you guys just so you understand what it is that I'm actually doing. So here I'm basically trying to show you my technique. It's really hard to explain, so easier for you to view it than me saying it. But I'm adding the Marley hair onto my finger before I push the needle through because it's easier that way. So I'm going to push the needle through right now. I'm going to push the needle on the side of my finger to get the hair. It was just so complicated in the beginning because it kept getting attached to the needle without coming through, and it was just like giving me like so much anxiety. So I finally got the technique that worked for me, so hopefully that helped you out when it's time for you to do your. Now that all my Marley hair is in, I use half a pack on each side, by the way, so I use 1 pack in total. I'm gonna go ahead and undo all my sections in preparation of my braid. Including the bottom piece. You don't have to keep the bottom piece on because no Marley twist is going to be coming out because your hair is going to be braided. So there's no reason to secure the end of the braid. So I'm just adding the gel to my hair and I'm going to smooth it out with my brush. And I am using Eco Styling Gel, the green one. I'm just going to go ahead and brush my hair out so it could be super smooth and slayed and ready for the day. And ready for the week, actually. I'm showing you guys how, like, look at how undetectable these braids are. Like, what the hell? Like, you cannot see that braid at all. It's so flat. So I started off my braids super awkward, but I just want to make sure that it is super gradient. So I like to make sure I catch, like, all the way to the tip. So now I'm just going to go ahead and continue braiding all the way down until I run out of hair. Like, I'm not sure, like, this technique is so amazing. Like, it is so undetectable. It's super easy if you do not know how to, like, keep adding hair, because it was hard for me in my first tutorial when I was, like, adding the hair on because it was my first time doing it. It was super hard. So this is like an easier way if you're not comfortable adding hair as you go. And it's super natural looking. Like, no one's gonna tell me this is not my hair. Like, how do you know? So now I'm just gonna go ahead and slay my edges as usual. I'm using a toothbrush and of course my Eco Styling Gel. It was already like a bit slayed before, but I'm just like adding a little bit of a touch up. And you can never slay your hair without making sure it's tied down for minimum 10 minutes. So once my hair is finished drying, I'm just going to go ahead and add some hair jewelry. This part is optional, but I just wanted to add some spice onto my hair because it is really natural. I just want to like add some glamour to it. But I hope you guys love this tutorial. I hope I explained it so you guys can understand what I was doing. And I see you guys in my next upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.